delicious. I wonder, just how sweet will you
Next
be?
up, Cantarella's Resonance Liberation. This one is huge for team play. It casts an echo skill while dealing havoc damage and applies diffusion to all allies, causing them to summon Dreamweavers, which deal coordinated attacks just like Gingshi's Fort. Over 30 seconds, your team can summon up to 21 Dreamweavers, but only if all the Dreamweavers haven't been used up. Very similar to Zhezhi, but with a major twist: the burst damage she deals before summoning those Dreamweavers. We'll need to see how much that initial burst can dish out, but it should be significant considering it scales off her basic attack damage. Cantarella also has 2 variations of her intro skill, one outside of Mirage and one in it. Outside of Mirage, it just deals havoc damage and gives you a trance stack. In Mirage, though, it resets her Phantom Sting combo and triggers coordinated attacks. Chef's Kiss. The outro skill boosts havoc damage by 20% and amplifies resonance skill damage by 25%. That synergy with other havoc characters is a match made in heaven. Characters like Changli, Kota, and especially Jin will love this. They're already dishing out massive resonance skill damage, and Cantarella just makes them even more lethal. But here's the thing. If you already have JI, this might feel a little familiar, since both characters specialize in sub-DPS with a focus on basic attack damage and resonance skill amplifiers. Cantarella's inherent skills increase her healing bonus by 20%, and her havoc damage by 12% when casting echo skills. This makes her an incredibly reliable healer with some solid DPS potential, especially with all those echo skills she can trigger. The healing boost means she's going to keep the team alive, while also contributing some solid damage. Signature weapon, is it worth it? And now the big question. Is her signature weapon worth pulling for? The short answer: if you're going all in on Cantarella, yes. The weapon's base stat gives her a whopping 72% crit damage, and it enhances her attack by 12%. But the real gem is the passive. When Cantarella casts an echo skill within 10 seconds of using her basic attack or intro skill, she gets stacks of Gentle Dream, which boosts her basic attack damage by 40%, and at max stacks, ignores 12% of the enemy's havoc resistance. Nice. The catch here is that the weapon only amplifies Cantarella's on-field damage, so if she's off-field, it won't help her much. Still, it's a game changer for her DPS potential when she's on the battlefield. Final thoughts. So, is Cantarella a must-have? Here's the deal. She's going to be an amazing sub-DPS and support in the long run. However, if you already have characters like Brand or JI, she might not feel super essential right now, especially since her dedicated DPS partner isn't out yet. But if you love her design, and let's be honest, who doesn't? She'll definitely be worth picking up. And hey, you can always save your resources for upcoming characters like Shawkeeper, Zani, or Cartesia if you're on the fence. Alright, that's a wrap on Cantarella's full kit breakdown. Let me know in the comments if you're pulling for her or her signature weapon. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing RaidenWaves content. Catch you in the next one. Alright folks, we're only a couple of days away from the release of version 2.2 and the highly anticipated Cantarella. I know. A lot of players are probably going to summon her just because she's a total design masterpiece. I mean, let's be real, Cantarella's design is jaw-dropping, and that alone is probably going to draw a lot of people in, regardless of her actual kit. But for those of you who are more interested in what our first Havoc Rectifier character is actually capable of, spoiler alert, Cantarella's kit and weapon were officially revealed, and there's a lot to break down. So grab some popcorn, or whatever snack fuels your hype, because today we'll be going through everything about Cantarella. Is her signature weapon a must-pull? What's her kit like? And most importantly, does she hold real value? I've got all the deets coming your way. Kit breakdown. The basics. First, let's dive into her basic attack. It's not exactly a game changer on its own. It's your standard enhanced version of a basic attack. Think of it like a small upgrade. Nothing too mind-blowing. The same goes for her resonance skill. It's useful, yeah, but really only for dealing damage and stacking trance. However, once Cantarella enters her Mirage state, that's when things get wild. Mirage state, what's it all about? Now, Cantarella's Mirage state isn't just for show. To activate it, you need to fill her 40 gauge with 5 stacks of trance. You can build trance by using basic attacks, casting her intro skill, the resonance skill, or just by chilling in water. I guess even the water likes her. Once you've got 5 stacks, enter Mirage mode, and boom. Havoc damage, plus an environment change that makes it look like you're underwater. Cue dramatic music. For the next 8 seconds, Cantarella is going to float around in style, and her basic attack becomes Phantom Sting. Quick, deadly, and perfect for mid-air combat. As you string these attacks together, you'll trigger 3 coordinated attacks for extra damage. If you've got someone like Gingshai on your team, those coordinated attacks are going to stack her forte, which is a nice bonus. But wait, there's more. Each Phantom Sting basic attack consumes a stack of trance, and in return, it grants a point of shiver and heals all allies. Yes, Cantarella can be used as a support character, just like Brant, but with more flair. She can dish out damage and heal your team, which makes her a great asset for both survivability and dealing a bit of extra hurt on the side. Resonance skill, from basic to advanced. Now, let's talk about her resonance skill. In Mirage, her resonance skill gets an enhanced variation called Flickering Reverie. When activated, it deals havoc damage and puts enemies into the Hazy Dream state. The cool part? Hazy Dream slows enemies down for 6.5 seconds, making them an easy target. It's like having a mini crowd control mechanic, which is especially useful when trying to reposition or prevent enemies from running away. But here's the kicker. If Cantarella hits an enemy while they're in Hazy Dream, she'll trigger Jolt, a burst of havoc damage considered as basic attack damage. Now, Jolt might not seem like much for a sub-DPS, and it can't be triggered by other characters, but it's still a nice little bonus damage-wise. Plus, let's be real, a slowed enemy is a dead enemy, right? Enhanced resonance skill variations. As if that wasn't enough, Cantarella's resonance skill has 2 variations in Mirage. If Cantarella holds 3 stacks of Shiver while in Mirage, Flickering Reverie turns into Perception Drain. Here, all Shiver stacks are consumed in one go, dealing a burst of havoc damage, putting enemies into Hazy Dream, and healing all allies. Yep, you read that right. A burst of damage and healing. Cantarella's really out here supporting the team while packing a punch. The only catch? If you've used up all your trance or the 8-second timer runs out, she exits Mirage.